Good afternoon, YouTube. It's Anneke Van Buren from Tampa. It sounds like I have a frog in my throat, doesn't it? It's one of the joys about living alone. If you don't talk to yourself, you don't use your voice. And I recently watched something here on YouTube about speaking to yourself when you're alone and the benefits of doing that. So I've been trying to do that more, but sometimes I forget. Usually I'll yell at myself when I've done something particularly stupid, and we all do, right? So last week when I visited with you, I said I wanted to start a new series of summer cocktails. And so that's what I'm going to be doing today. And I thought kind of appropriately I'd wear a summer outfit, something that you would wear, not you, well maybe you would, I don't know, but I would wear to the beach or to a resort hotel, that sort of thing. Something that had a cover up with it so that if you had to get in the elevator, you weren't running around in your bikini. And there is a bikini under here with a bikini top. And because I have not a lot of coverage on the sides here, and I don't want to offend YouTube, I have on a sheer robe over it. So that's what I'm wearing for you today, and I'll walk away and turn around and model it a little bit more for you later. So what I'm making today is a summery cocktail with Crown Royal. And what's kind of cute about this whole thing is that all the ingredients in this are from Canada. My friends to the north. I grew up in upstate New York, and there were a lot of Canadians that came down in the summertime to camp and to vacation, and in the winter to ski. Of course, they have their own ski resorts, but we were close to Montreal and Toronto, so a lot of that, there are not any real high mountains in that area, so they would come down into the Adirondacks and maybe sometimes the Catskill Mountains to ski. And without exception, everybody jokes about this, how nice the Canadians are. It's true. They really are. They're very polite, friendly, congenial people. And I live in a resort here in Florida, and we have many Canadians that visit here in the winter time. As a matter of fact, they've just left because they only have 6 months that they can be here. If you are from Canada, you know what I'm talking about, and I'm speaking to you also. So I just want to tell you how much I appreciate the fact that you visit here, because you are some of my favorite folks. So today I'm making a drink with Crown Royal, with Canada Dry, and with cranberries. Now, some of our cranberries in the United States come from Massachusetts and Cape Cod. That's what this particular one is. But a lot of times in different states, they come from Canada. So this is kind of a Canadian drink. And we're going to start first. We're going to fill this highball glass up with ice. I'm in my own house and I should be able to use my fingers, but I think it freaks a lot of you out. I do wash my hands on occasion. So we're going to start with Crown Royal. This is a new bottle, bought it yesterday. And my little local liquor store had $2 off. Good thing with the tariffs. So 2 ounces of Canadian Club. And you know what? I'm going to keep buying it, even though I hate to give that money for taxes. And then 2 ounces of cranberry juice. Now what I'm using is diet cranberry, or you could use unsweetened cranberry, or you could use regular cranberry. So if you want to keep the carbs down, because cranberry juice in itself is high. This for, let's see, what's the serving size? The serving size is 1 bottle. It says it's 3 grams of carbohydrates. Well, I'm going to only use 2 ounces, so In essence, it's next to no carbohydrates. And Canadian Club is extremely low too. You get into trouble when I start mixing all that simple syrup in there. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a bigger glass because this is almost full. All right, hang on a minute. Let's go to the bar. And I'm gonna use my kind of goblet, which really is a red wine glass. A lot bigger. And then I'm gonna fill it not to the top because that would be a lot of ginger ale. I love ginger ale. When I'm feeling ill, this is my go-to. That and saltine crackers. I know, you're bored now. About that much. Now I'm just going to give it a little stir. Why? Because I don't want to get rid of all the bubbles. I want that fizz in there. Now you could garnish this with whatever you want. The recipe that I saw today, and I believe the bartender on YouTube was from Canada, with a little mint. And if you have mint, fresh mint, just take it, smack it on your hand, and then that'll release the mint oils, and then just stick it on the side of the glass. So, just didn't have a name. I'm gonna call it my Canadian friend. Ooh, that's really good. I think this is a great one for summer. Now, am I gonna do these? I'm gonna try to do some really, here we are. It's allergies. Some really different things this summer without trying to get into the high carbohydrate count. A lot of these summery drinks have a lot of fresh fruit in them and a lot of simple syrup. And I'm going to see if I can't find a way around all of that and lower the carbs in these drinks. What I really need to get is an ice crusher. So that would make this a whole lot easier. So another sip. Here's to you, Canadian friend. Delish. So I have a busy day today. I'm filming. I also film for other things after I get through doing this, and then at 3 o'clock I'm going to the hair salon. And as you can see, I'm past the time. I don't know what I'm going to do when I go there. I'm going to say to her, I'm ready for something different. I think I want to go a little lighter for summer. It's getting a little dark up there. So, and if you could stand here close and you could look right along through here, just right through here, there's some white hair, which is actually pretty cool when it grows out. During COVID, when we couldn't go to the hair salon, I had kind of these white streaks. The rest of my hair, believe it or not, you can see it is very dark and just sprinkles of gray here and there. I don't know how that happened. If I had beautiful white hair or gray hair, I probably would let it grow out and just flaunt that, but I don't. So anyway, let me show you this outfit again. It's a long sheer skirt. You can see right through it. So that's why I wanted to put the bikini in the matching zebra underneath it. And then if you notice here, it's got beads, black and white, kind of a marble effect bead in the middle. The bikini does not. It would have been cool if it had. And then this is just a sheer robe that you can wear to the pool, or you could wear to lounge around in the house. And I chose to be barefoot today because my toenails and my fingernails are all painted a dark red. So here we are. I hope you're having a fantastic week and you've got something planned for fun this weekend. I wish you the best. And remember, share a smile with someone today. It could be the best thing that happens during their day. Pass it on, my friends. Namaste.